head to head. Alright, so I've been requested by a few to crack out a review on standard beers rather than the craft beers, so it's just your standard stuff. So today we're doing a head to head between Steinie Classic, the classic old Steinie from, I don't know, maybe the 80s even, to Heineken, which, yeah, Heineken's been around for God knows since fucking Adam was a cowboy, but its sort of explosion onto the New Zealand scene was maybe the early 90s, and Steinie hit them when they found their sales were slumping to Heineken. They started out with that Steinie Pure. Not doing a review on Pure today because fucking drunk them all, they're all gone. Had 24 and they're all gone. Still had a Steinie headache in the morning, but anyway, that's another story. So today, a head to head between Steinie Classic and Heineken. Stay tuned. Alright, so what we've done in this head to head, I've got myself a Heineken glass, which is fair, and I've got myself a standard New Zealand pub glass. I think it might be a 12 ounce, so a 12. So you remember the days when you used to go to the pub and used to buy 12s, 9s, 7s and 5s, and if you were really broke that week you'd buy a 5 and it used to cost you something like 70 cents for a 5 ounce glass of beer. Yeah, alright, so we're going to go with this one. This is a 12. I think it's a 12. Heineken, it's got a 250ml glass here. Righto, so let's go. Let's open her up. Head to head. Alright, Heineken. So 5% for a Heineken. Heineken lager. You all know, you've all bought them before. I would hope you have, because Heineken is a very nice beer. There's the port. Make sure you get a bit of head on it. Keeps the oxygen out of the air out of the beer, and makes the carbonation stick around. Here we go with Steinie Classic. So Steinie Classic, it's also a 5% lager. Slightly different colour and smell. It actually smells, I think it smells better than Heineken. Okay, here's our two head to head. Pretty similar in colour. So the Steinie Classic is lighter in colour than the Heineken. The Heineken's more yellow, whereas the Classic is more gold. So there's your colour difference. So not too bad. Right, what are we going to kick off first? We'll kick off with the old Classic. So Steinie Classic. Smell. It's got a you can't smell the hops in it. It's a more malt flavoured, like the smell you get off it is more malt than hops. But my smell's a little bit off today because I've just bloody coated the deck with fucking deck stain, and so it's a little bit whiffy in here. But anyway, I can still smell this. It's still a pretty decent brew, eh? The old Classic. No bitter. Quite refreshing on the tongue. Just slides down nicely. It's actually not a bad brew. I mean, it gets a bit of stick because it's Steinie Classic, but it's actually not a bad brew. There's a slight bitterness there, but it's very slight. Yeah, no hop flavour. Just the malt. You can only taste the malt in it. Good stock standard beer. All right, Heineken. So I've never actually done a taste test between the two, so this will be a new one for me as well. So smell. So it smells slightly different to the Steinlager Classic, but not overly different. Yeah, tastes a lot different. With the Heineken, you do get a lot more bitterness when you taste it. So initial bitterness on the Heineken is higher than the Steinie Classic. Again, it's quite a good tasting beer, eh? Heineken's pretty good. Comparing the two though, this has got more bitterness in it when you drink it. This hasn't. So Classic has least amount of sort of sticking around. Yeah. Honestly, the only thing that I can actually say about these two beers here, about the Steinlager Classic and the Heineken, is that I don't get a Steinie headache from a Heineken, and I don't get a headache at all from a Heineken. What's our conclusion? Because you've always got to have a conclusion, don't you? So the conclusion for me is that if I didn't get a Steinlager hangover, I would probably buy Steinie Classic. However, since I do get Steinie hangovers, I try and get Heineken whenever I can. So for me, Heineken wins out just purely for the fact that when I wake up in the morning I feel alright. Steinie Classic, I feel like shit. I feel like I've been run over by a train. So the fact that Heineken has slightly more flavour, that's, you know, that's a bonus. There you go. Steinie Classic and Heineken, there's nothing in it. It's a draw.